So welcome back. Now we are having the game for the third place at the Norwegian Championships. Bergen is playing white and blue in offense now, and Trondheim is playing black and white. At the first point there for Bergen.
We talked a little bit about this match earlier, where we had kind of hypothesized that we thought Trondheim could be the stronger team, and I believe they played against each other earlier in the group stages, and Trondheim won that match.
Yeah, I think it was 9-6. The question is Trondheim, how their state of mind is after their loss to Pancake. I saw some of the players after the game. You could clearly see they were not happy. So I hope they, for their mind, can keep their head cool and play safe.
Yeah, especially because they've proved they can beat Pancake earlier in the Norwegian series, Ultimate series.
Yeah. You said in the last game they won the Ultimate series. Third place should be appropriate, but Bergen is usually top 2, so it's a tight game.
Pretty tough mark there on Marcel.
2-0 Bergen.
Just over 3 minutes played here in the third place final match. We see a little bit of a line change here, some new subs coming on. How do you think the bench of these teams are going to have a large effect on the outcome, or is there more of a core lineup, you'd say?
I think both of these teams are not like having bench warmers. They use the players they have. Maybe if it's Universe Point, they will top the line, but in general, I think they use the players they have, which is really nice to see.
Nice pull there. He's going to take it at the back of the end zone. Gets the break pass. Risky pass there. Looks to be out. Yes,
Landed out.
We see Bergen running some kind of isolation play here.
Lucky with that one. Was a bit off. Ooh, too far. He gets it. Not in though. Now they have to keep calm.
So we saw in the match versus where BSI played Stovner that BSI really struggled to find complete passes into the end zone. They were really unable to penetrate the defense of Stovner, but it looks like they're
Up 3-0 now.
doing alright here, yeah.
Ultimate, we have different divisions. We have the open division, which is whatever best team can be put on put in a tournament. You have women, where only women can participate, and you have mixed. The offense decides how many women / men are on the line for each point. In Norway, the Ultimate community is rather small, so this is an open tournament. That's why we see both women and men on the field.
Great catch there. Really tough low pass. Looking for the dump, gets it. Wanted to pass it
behind her, so she couldn't catch it.
Typical Bergen isolation play there. Putting one person completely alone in the middle of the field.
Actually, what we saw was they combined it. So the handler made a pass to the dump pass, and the isolated person came back handling, and the first handler ran out and became isolated.
Catch it out.
Foot on the line. In ultimate, the lines are out. Saw another throw that was a little bit in the back of the person running.
Wrong disc, I guess. Just past the 8-minute play to this third place match.
Still 3-0 for Bergen.
Long swing pass to Marcel.
Huge snipe, out of the field.
Wanted to cut to the opposite corner there in the end zone. Those passes can be really tough to defend against.
I actually think that looks to me a little bit like Trondheim is concentrating a bit more now, and Bergen is letting a little bit down. Discussion.
Unclear what the call is here. Disc goes back.
I don't know what it was.
Perhaps a pick call or something, but
there's nobody around them, so I don't really see where. Yeah!
Oh my goodness!
That was a great catch.
Risky hammer there by Ivan.
His feet was in.
Yeah, definitely in there.
See Trondheim player from the sideline explaining that he was in. In ultimate, it's only the players on the field can make calls, but if they are in doubt, they can ask people on the sideline if they had a better view on the situation.
So Ultimate's pretty unique in the way that it has no referees, even at the highest levels of competition.
Bumping the disc. Gives Trondheim a good opportunity, good break opportunity. Slipped through her hands and caught on the side between the arm and the body.
Bit of a lucky catch there.
But it seems Trondheim is back in the game now, with almost 11 minutes played.
A little bit of good fortune maybe to get that.
Yeah, on the last one.
We were talking about that these both these teams practice and play a lot with each other, so they really know how people are going to react and find the strengths and know the weaknesses of their whole team. Really.
Yeah. You see a lot of runs that are like on their backbone, like in their muscles. They don't think about it. Their body know where they have to run.
Makes the catch for the point.
Yeah, talking about refugees in the sport. Yeah, even worlds and Europeans are played without referees. Now in North America, I don't know if it's both US and Canada, they use observers.
Correct.
Yeah.
They do.
You played in Canada. What can they make calls?
No, they can't. It's only for, as the title implies, observation. So
Oh, lost disc. I think they can make line calls and they keep track of the time. And if the players are discussing, then they go and listen. And then if they don't agree or disagree within a certain amount of time, then the observers will make a call. But purely based on the statements.
a little bit of frustration in the Trondheim team there. Hopefully that doesn't impact their game too much.
A little bit what we saw in between their games, frustration in the place. But it's really experienced players, so
They've probably dealt with this before. Maybe a missed throw, or do you think he maybe didn't see the defense?
No, the angle of the disc looked like a missed throat knife. Both the angle and the distance were completely off. Bergen up with 3. 13.5-minute play.
We saw this strong handler play from Bergen in the match before, or a couple matches before. But,
Going for a long one.
they have been missing the long threats. We get like a mid-range throw here. End zone pass, just can't grab it.
Just out of the reach for both defense and offense play.
Good effort there by both players.
Taya picking up his glasses on the floor, going back on the field. Nice play. Dump pass. Swing. Up the middle. Swing.
Swing pass, maybe some give and go. No. Quick movements here by the Trondheim team.
Yeah.
Really keeping Bergen defense on their toes.
4 of the 5 Trondheim players are well played together.
There it is.
Which we just saw in the handling and now the pass to the score.
That's the kind of flow to get the team back on its feet. See the score is 5-3 with just over 15 minutes played. So both these teams choosing to go with the man-man defense the whole way through. Why do you think that is? They don't want to play a zone defense.
Both teams have good handlers, and in a zone you will always have one person that is completely free. So it would be like really long points with a lot of passes, I think. And since there's no wind in here, what's it called?
Disc is called down here.
He didn't see it himself.
So you think the strength of the handlers in both teams would make the zone defense not so effective?
Yeah, and as I was about to say, there's no wind in here, so there's no throws are really hard in here if you have a player that is free all of the time. Nice throw from front.
That means you can make those kind of throws.
Exactly. In wind, that would have been not possible.
Would have been 20 meters off target.
Yeah. Actually, that was the same player that just threw a knife away the other direction. This one had the right angle from the beginning, so it flew the distance it was supposed to.
Score is evening out here. It's 5-4. 17 and a half minutes played with Bergen on offense here. Let's see what they can do. Really only utilizing those the three handler players and putting two in the zone. Do you think they could be more effective if they decided to use those two extra players?
You think they handling the disc a lot? Or?
Yeah, and really only leaving the two players deep in the end zone, waiting. Good catch there.
Equal now, 5-5. A little bit exciting to see now if this is going to break Bergen's moral and streak. For sure, the Trondheim team knows that they're back in the game.
I think if they get another stop here and score on the turnover, it'll really
make a big difference.
Yeah.
Both teams have players that are they are so much into the game. So if they lose like certain points in a row, then it would affect their play on the state of mind. Really close to the ceiling there, the disc. Yeah, now I see the two persons in the end zone giving room for the three handlers to play give and go. Like give and go is when the handlers play the disc back and forth between each other, and they need space to do that. And there you have it. So.
Gaining short yardage each time, but just slowly marching up the field and then being able to throw those fast throws into the end zone.
Can be an advantage to do since the people out in the field, they don't have to cut that much and really cut to get free of their man. It has been, I think, a tough tournament for most teams, so maybe legs are getting a bit tired. It's easier for a handler to make shortcuts or runs right after releasing the disc.
We're approaching the final 5 minutes of the tournament for these two teams, so they should really be giving their last bit of energy here. Makes the catch. Both teams keeping the possession there to score on both their offenses, so tie game.
I think the rest of the game will be really tight, and looks like both teams are on the field now with their heads. Even in this tight game, you see both teams using all of their players. Nobody walking benches.
Gonna take the disc at the middle there.
Norwegian in the Ultimate, there's a 2 meter rule. So if the disc on the pool flies out of the end zone above 2 meters, you can take to the middle of the front line. just happened. If it flies out below 2 meters or slides out in the end zone, you have to take it on the line. And if it flies out of the sideline of the playing field proper, you can choose to take it to the middle of the field, or you can take it on the sideline. Actually, in the middle of the field where it crosses the sideline. So there's no brick indoor Norwegian Ultimate. And if it slides out on the playing field during the pull, you have to take it on the sideline.
Nice inside break pass there.
I think I've been pulling a little bit back there. He's usually laying out on a lot of stuff in defense. He almost had his fingers in that one without laying out.
Really a solid effort player there.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
Tired.
tired, yeah, from the final game of the tournament. Both of these teams have players representing the national team here in Norway, so really competitive teams, these two.
Close coverage there. Hammer.
Neither team turning over for the last 4 possessions there, so
What you see right now is actually the game they usually play. They move the disc around and then they have somebody deep to receive it. Which I think also is for some of the smaller teams or newer teams, they really have problems closing this down, which also makes it possible for the teams to stay in the top. Disc hit the ceiling, so they can take it on the middle of the field where it hit the ceiling.
tie game here, so with just 1 minute left to go, so maybe you want to explain how the scoring system works at the end of the game when the time is run out.
When we hear the tone of the time running out, teams keep on playing and they have to finish the point they're playing. Then after that point is played, we will have a look at the score. And if the difference is 0 or 1, 1 will be added to the leading score, and that would be the amount of points to get. So if it's
8-7.
8-7, and so if the time would have been out now, the game would have been to 9, since there's only 1 difference.
So now we're gonna play this point, and then depending on if Bergen scores, the game is over, whereas if Trondheim scores,
Unless they do it within 1 second.
could be possible. If there was a team to do it, it would be Trondheim with their fast blades. Close mark there.
We actually saw, I think, time went out, they finished the point, it's 8-8, so they will play to 9. So this is Universe point. So let's see the lines.
Playing for third place here. Both teams really want to take this.
Might have expected 1 change in the Trondheim team, even though there's a new player I don't know, so maybe that's why we keep it.
Bergen starting on defense, going to be important not to make any...
Offense.
Yeah, sorry. Starting on offense. Important to not make any risky passes here. Turnover would be really detrimental.
See the handler give and go again.
Nice pass there. gonna swing the disc around a bit, move the
Forehand was
defense.
down. Mistake, I think.
Here we go. Makes the catch. That's definitely a strip there.
What had been a strip.
And that's game.
Game to Bergen. So Bergen third and Trondheim fourth. You can see the disappointment in one of the faces of the Trondheim players. They made a good comeback in this game.
Definitely. Close match, pretty all the way throughout.
So we were wrong.
We were wrong. Yes, we were. We had definitely called this in Trondheim's favor.
Yeah.
What do you think it was that?
I think the loss to Pancake made a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely signs of frustration from the Trondheim team. We saw that a couple times throughout the game. And now we see the two teams playing for first place coming out onto the field to warm up. It's a pancake circle from based in here in Oslo, Lørenskog actually, and Stovner with some players from Lulu as well, the old Lulu club.
Yeah, half.
Yeah, pretty much 50-50, right down the middle. Both pretty sizable teams, I'd say. I think they're over 10 players each, so fresh legs are definitely or should be prioritized, I think.
And have one comment. What we see right now is the Circle of Spirit. That's always after an ultimate match. The teams meet up in a circle. If possible, standing each to one from the opposite team. And then first the captain of the team that lost the game will say some words about the game or just thoughts they have or how their life is going and
how the tournament went, really.
yeah, it can be everything. There's usually some talk about the game and maybe we were ahead, we gained back. People step back as we just saw, clap a bit, and then they go back in the circle, and the winning team will say some spirited words, and then they step back and clap again, and afterwards one team will turn, left and go on the outside, and one will turn right and go on the inside, and they will clap each other's hand and say thank you for the game.